True or false? Directed energy weapons were used to
False.
take down the towers.
What kind of energy isn't kinetic energy? Oh, yeah, of course. That's false.
Yep. Uninterruptible autopilot was used to guide the planes.
No.
A plane hit the Pentagon.
Yes.
4 airplanes were hijacked on 9/11.
4 were hijacked on 9/11. A 5th was hijacked on 9/13, or attempted.
Okay. Larry Silverstein knew the plan.
No, he did not.
Otago warned of the attacks.
That is true.
Building 7 was a controlled demolition.
False.
Israel was the primary player in 9/11.
It was a trifecta with Israel, Saudi Arabia, and the U.S.
Cool. That's what I've got for 9/11.
I mean, Al-Qaeda is the primary player, but Al-Qaeda is not wholly separate from intelligence agencies then, before, or after.
Right. Any follow-up to that, Gunner?
Well, yeah, I mean, lots. So let's get into that. Okay, so what was the main updates, the refresh and the Redux? What types of information did you focus on to update the documentary?
The major update was the visuals. I made that first one by myself on Windows Movie Maker. And it's 5 hours long. And it had a lot on PNAC and Iraq and the upcoming war in Syria, which I predicted in that film, and stuff on the 28 pages that I was like pushing to get unredacted, which is no longer necessary because they were unredacted by the time the new film came out. So I got to cut all of that and make it a little shorter. And we had more information as recently as December of 2024. We were still getting names and things. This is coming partly from the lawsuits from the 9/11 victims' families, and just digging through more FBI and even British sources, because they arrested Omar Bayoumi, for example. And more footage of him came out, more on his background. This is a middleman working for the Saudi state. They acted as a liaison to help hijackers find a place to live, gave him logistical support, financial support. He was definitely an operative, and he was working under Prince Bandar, who was working in tandem with the CIA. So we had more on that, more on the Israeli art students and DEA groups, because that before it was too much of a headache. It was over 200 names. So I just said, here's something for the future. The future has come. So I put that out. We went over the Shea memorandum, more on the conflicts of interest of the 9/11 Commission, a lot more on the anthrax investigation, and even more damning information on what they call the dancing Israelis, but it's a lot worse than that. So it's pretty big. We know who had access to the towers prior. That was in the old film, but it wasn't presented well. It was like a slideshow. This is a proper movie.